Optimus Prime.
What up, what up, what up? If you got Fatal Optimus in the house, I got a gameplay for you guys on Kowloon. For some reason, I end up doing Kowloon is probably the best map on the First Strike expansion or whatever you want to call it. For me personally, I end up doing very well on this map. This first 15 seconds, first 20 seconds, however many long this part is right here, I got a phone call. That's why I'm just kind of hanging back and not really doing anything. So yeah, I'm not camping. I'm just kind of hanging out because I got a phone call. You know, kiss my ass if you don't like it. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about me and who is Fatal Optimus. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm 23 years old. I am from San Diego. I currently am in the military, and I've done a lot of stuff in the military. I've been in the military for almost 4.5 years now, and I've done a lot and I've seen a lot. I have a lot of good stories, a lot of incredible things I've seen and done. I've been to a lot of different countries. I've been all over Asia, and I've been all over the Middle East. But one thing is, you know, I want to have like, what am I trying to say? I want to have like a story time, I guess, and just, you know, just give you stories from my life, because just sitting back and kind of thinking about what I wanted to talk about for my commentaries. You know, I didn't want to talk about the gameplay, obviously, because you can just watch it. And I don't want to just talk about some random ass topic, because I end up going in a rant about some random crap. And yeah. So anyways, let's start out from when I was born. I was born obviously in San Diego, California. I was born at the San Diego Naval Hospital. I come from a background of military family. Everybody in my family has served in the military at some point. Almost everybody. My grandfather served in World War II. I have uncles that served in Vietnam. My dad right now, he's currently in the military as well. And so am I now. Yeah. So from the time I was 1 until I was 10, I lived in San Diego. Had a normal life, you know, just did the whole little kid thing. I lived with my grandmother, which was freaking awesome. I loved her, and she made some awesome food. I do have a Mexican background, I guess. I'm mixed, a mixed race, but I guess what's the word I'm trying to look for? Identify myself more as being Mexican just because of who I grew up with and how I grew up. So yeah, my grandma pretty much took care of me, and then from when I was 10, my mom and my dad decided, or my stepdad really, decided that it was time to move. So we ended up moving to Japan. Now, being a 10-year-old at first, I didn't know what to expect going to Japan. I was really like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to learn to speak Japanese. I don't know what the hell how am I even gonna talk to these people? I don't know. I'm a 10 years old kid. Japan was probably one of the best things that could have ever happened to me, because it opened my eyes to the world around me. A lot of people, unfortunately, don't get to travel when they're my age, or when they don't get to travel at all. I speak to a lot of people who've never been outside of the U.S. I speak to a lot of people who've never been outside of their state. And to me, that's just like, that's all I know. I've always traveled, and that's just something I've done. So I lived in Japan for 3 years, and while I was there, I did a lot of great things. I saw a lot of great things. I climbed Mount Fuji, which is the big-time volcano that everybody associates Japan with. That was a really random tomahawk, by the way. I hit that when I went to scratch my head. But yeah, and Japan, you know, Japan was just a whole other story in itself, and I'll talk about that another time. When I was 13, we moved back to the U.S., and instead of moving back to San Diego, we actually moved to L.A. County. Now, that is when I really started growing up. We lived in Long Beach area. For those of you that don't know, that's southern Los Angeles County, and it borders Orange County. It's not far from like Newport Beach, you know, stuff like that. You see, what's that show? The Hills. I think that's what it is. That's filmed not too far from where I went to high school, and so I went to high school. While I was in high school, I played football, I wrestled, I was a varsity captain. You know, I did all that, you know, fun stuff. I'm really competitive, as from those of you that know me and game with me, know I'm really competitive. So I think that's one of the reasons why I did so well in my sports, because I took it very seriously, and I did it for the enjoyment. That's the same reason I play video games. Is I do it for the enjoyment of the game. I graduated high school in 2006. I wasn't the best student. Honestly, the only reason I even did well at all was because of my sports, and that was really the only thing I had for me. This actually right here is a really good tomahawk kill. I was waiting for him because I didn't have any bullets, and I picked up some random guys, M1911, and yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. So let me see what else. During high school, you know, I was pretty much a normal high school kid. Had girlfriends. You know, would go to parties and go to little keggers and stuff and get drunk and think it was cool. And yeah, this zip line, by the way, I'm sorry I keep going off, but this zip line was really random. I went to go reload my damn gun, and I went on the zip line. I didn't even freaking want to. But yeah, so like I said, I graduated in 2006, and basically 2-3 months after that, I was working at Target. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to go to college, but college honestly wasn't for me. I didn't like it. I was supposed to get a wrestling scholarship, but I had messed up my knee in one of the final matches of the year, and it wasn't going to be a full scholarship anyways. It was only going to be a partial scholarship, so I ended up not being able to go to college for that. Like I said, I joined the military, and yeah, so there's more to come. So you guys take it easy. Fatal Optimus.